everybody. I'm Brent.
And I'm PJ.
And what the fuck did we do, man?
I think we hustled ourselves into a very interesting episode.
Let's just take tell y'all what happened. We were originally, if you saw the YouTube video, going to do a movie that my Uncle Michael sent us called The Oily Maniac, which I was lightweight excited about doing. We got the DVD. Unfortunately, it was in another language with no subs.
Yes.
So we have to wait until he gets us another copy of that with subs. So we'll do it eventually one day. You know, we'll comp it out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But so I told PJ like you want to just watch another one of the movies he has, and he said sure. So okay, we were gonna watch one, and then I don't remember how it even came up no more.
No idea.
But last episode during Drop Zone, we talked about Cannibal Holocaust. And the joke was that I was saying how me and PJ like a lot of crazy stuff that a lot of people normally wouldn't watch. Mm-hmm. And then when I told PJ all about it, he said, oh, I want to see that movie. You know, point proven. It was a joke at the time. But again, like again today, I don't know how it happened. I started showing PJ clips from Cannibal Holocaust. I think it came up in conversation and I was like, oh yeah, I never showed you that movie I was talking about. And the whole movie's on YouTube. And so I was like, okay, I was just, skipping through it, looking at clips showing PJ. And he just looked at me and was like, why don't we just watch this? I want to see this movie. This looks crazy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, if you want to, that's fine.
Then we're here.
How you feel now? Are you happy with that decision to watch this movie?
I'm at a loss for words, honestly. This is a little more than what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see, like, we don't, because there's shit in this movie that, we like to joke around a lot. We got bad humor. You guys, this is going to be the episode that's probably going to show y'all just how fucked up me and PJ are. We try to hide it somewhat, but it can't be done with this movie. Look at PJ laughing right now.
I'm sorry. It's like, it's very touchy.
It's a lot of shit in this movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the bat, there's people that say they don't listen to the show before they see the movie. They like to watch the movie first, then hear us talk about it. I understand that.
Yes.
You ain't gonna do that with this movie.
No.
Go on and just listen to it. I mean, for real, like, you won't want to see this movie, I'm sure, after we go through it. This is my second time seeing it, and I said this to my friends on Twitter. I said, watching this movie now at an older age, maybe like 10 years after I first saw it, it really shows me how much I fucking changed in my life. When I first saw this movie, I was like so excited, hyped up. Like, I loved it the first time I saw it. You don't know yet how crazy that is because you might not know about this movie. If you do know about this movie, then yeah, go ahead and know how fucking warped I was as a youngin'. I've told you all about it before, especially in the Empire episode. Look up clips of this movie and then just remember that Brent loved this fucking movie at one point. Brent doesn't love this movie so much nowadays.
When you notice things.
Yeah, no, it ain't even not notice things. It's just whole entirely different feelings. Like, man, I don't get bothered by a lot of shit. Nah, stuff doesn't bother me. I worked at a hospital, and I can legit say that I felt a person's brain in my hand.
I think that's my problem. It's like, I usually, don't feel. I was outside hitting the black.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just left me with a very sunken, solemn type of feel.
Legit stomach churning points at times in this movie, and that shit never happens. We talked. Oh, that's how it came up in the last episode. I said something about, I joked about, the it thing and people being like, oh, the cat and all that.
Yes.
That's how it came up last episode. And I was like, people were more worried about the cat than the people. Yes. And I was like, oh, if it was a snuff film, sure, but it's a movie, so I don't care. Right off the bat. And this is going to turn some people off. I hope you don't turn the show off because we don't condone this shit in any way, but it has to be talked about because it happens more than once.
Oh my gosh.
Animals are actually killed in this movie.
Yeah.
No fucking around. Like, they actually kill 5 fucking animals in this movie. I proved my own point because, like I said, when it happens in movies, I don't give a fuck. I laugh at that shit. when they were actually doing it in this movie, I felt legit like that's like PJ said, the sunken stomach feeling, like, oh my god,
Damn.
Like I legit looked away at parts. Like I never fucking do that.
Only with the turtle. Like the turtle was just.
The turtle was insane,
gruesome.
man. That was it. I will get into that one now, but oh my god. I saw parts of a turtle I never fucking knew existed because of this movie.
Right.
Thank you, I guess. Gosh, man, I can't believe this shit.
Oh.
I can't believe I like this fucking movie so much. It's crazy to me. I fucking was mental back then, man. I'm better now, I think. I still watched it a second time, so I don't know how much better I am.
Right.
I could blame PJ.
Yeah, it was all my fault.
No, it's not all your fault. It's 50-50 blame here because you may have picked it for us to watch today, but you would have never fucking known this movie existed if I had never mentioned it to you. 50-50 blame popping off.
Well,
but I guess, I mean, we got to talk about it. We here on the microphone. You know, people are listening to this shit. I hope still. And, yeah.
So,
yeah, we watched fucking Cannibal Holocaust. And it's from 1980.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It was directed by Ruggero Deodato, I guess. And starring Robert Kerman, Francesca Ciardi, Perry Perkinen, and some other motherfuckers that you won't know, so I won't even bother wasting time saying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I like to look at little trivia bits about the movies and shit. I had a feeling, because I knew some stuff about this movie already, because like I said, I liked this movie at one point, and I researched it and read, found shit out about it. And I'm going to just go ahead and just read them verbatim from IMDb, because some of this shit you may believe, you may not believe, some shit is going to shock you.
I believe it all.
Me too, because I've seen it twice. First thing, 10 days after this movie premiered in Milan, the director was seized by Italian courts and arrested and charged with obscenity. He later got charged with murdering actors on camera and faced life imprisonment. The cast had signed contracts requiring them to disappear for a year after shooting to, make it look like this shit was real and they actually died. So he had to actually contact the actors and say, hey, I need y'all to appear in court for me to show these motherfuckers y'all are alive, or else I'm going to fucking jail for life.
Right.
And so, of course, they appeared in the court, and he got free of charges. But just think about the shit I just said. This motherfucker almost faced life imprisonment because of this movie. Because they thought motherfuckers really died. This movie is not shot like a movie for most of it. There are movie type scenes we'll talk about. But for the most part, it's like documentary style. Like a fucking snuff film, basically.
Yes.
And so people thought this shit was real. This is 1980. This is before people really got hip to a lot of the, tricks and shit. Hell, Blair Witch came out in 99 and people thought that shit was real. So imagine 1980.
Right.
This is crazy, man. And then if you ever see the poster of this movie, the quote unquote iconic scene of this movie, there's a part where they come across a girl impaled on a spike, or not a spike, a pole, and it's going in through her. I guess they slit her from coochie hole to butthole, slit her on top of the pole, and the pole's coming out the top of her mouth. I mean, it was coming out of her mouth. And the director got hit up about that too, and had to tell him that, hey, the girl wasn't fucking dead. She was sitting on a bicycle seat, and they put a fake thing on top of her to make it look like. It's basically, he had to explain himself because they thought he had fucking impaled a woman on his fucking pole.
It looked like it.
And you wanna know something crazy, PJ?
Yes.
You wanna know something crazy?
What is crazy?
This fucking movie was the second highest grossing film in Japan in 1983.
Y'all sick motherfuckers.
Who are we to call people sick, though?
Right. That's a nation.
It was only beat by E.T.
Wow.
This movie was number 2 behind motherfucking E.T.
That's deep. That is deep.
Another funny thing I'm reading. One of the actors, Robert Kerman, was a porn actor trying to establish himself in mainstream films. After this movie, his roles dried up, and guess what?
He went to porn.
He went back to doing some fucking porn.
What? Who is he?
Robert Kerman was the professor.
Oh.
Not who I expected. This film is based on some real fucking cannibal footage that the director saw. Yeah. So, I mean, I just read something that proves something I said to PJ during the movie, right? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna make a note of it. Hold on, cause I'm just gonna remember that shit because I fucking knew it.
They really raped her.
No, but you close.
Damn.
This film was banned in 50 countries. Italy banned it for 3 years, and authorities at the 1993 Birmingham Comic Fair seized it. Norway banned it until 2003.
Damn.
The IMDb trivia just gets worse. There's another fucking scene in this movie where they show another documentary that the crew that goes out and gets fucked up in this movie, they had another documentary that they made, and it was called The Last Road to Hell. And I just read that there was those scenes of execution that, just guess, PJ.
Those scenes of execution.
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, the fire squad and shit? That's real.
Yep. We watched the fucking snuff film, PJ.
Gosh.
All right, you know, it's a couple more things, but y'all get the gist of what the fuck we going for here. This is a fucked up movie that probably we shouldn't have watched. I can
looking back.
I can honest to God say for a fact that I will probably never watch it again. I've seen it twice at two completely different points in my life, and I'm good. I'm fucking good. But you know what?
Oh my gosh.
Ain't no fucking around, man.
Okay.
Let's get this shit going.
Okay.
Cannibal Holocaust, PJ.
Yes.
We know some more shit now, so this is going to be a even crazier conversation now, I think.
Yeah.
It starts out with a title crawl. Mm-hmm. That would let most people know that if you didn't know what you were in for, this title crawl should immediately tell you that something is very wrong here.
Yes.
The people that distributed this movie had to put a disclaimer in front of it saying, look, the views and actions and all this shit in this movie do not reflect us. This is the filmmakers, their vision.
Right.
We just distributed this shit. Don't come at us. We know we ain't down with all this, but we wanted to make some money and distribute this shit. Then at the end it said, you know, we're against censorship and all that. You know, we want to give you the vision as it was, uncut.
All right.
So seeing that should have told you right off the bat that if the fucking distributors had to, you know, put a disclaimer in the beginning of the movie, you're fucked.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So then the credits come on, you know, Cannibal Holocaust and all that, and it's got this like soft kind of, I don't know, it's
ominous.
Yeah, actually slightly ominous music. It's like they kept saying it was stock music for the, you know, it just you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And it completely doesn't go with what the fuck is going on in this movie. So again, we're like, okay, what the fuck is about to happen? Because I didn't remember a whole lot about this movie except for the crazier parts. So you open up, it's a New York reporter. He's introducing basically the crew that's going out into the jungle. Where was they at, PJ? You remember?
No
the
idea.
Amazon jungle, I want to say. I think they were going to the Amazon jungle. And he's basically, you know, describing him, saying, hey, this is the guy, he's the leader, he's the documentarian. This girl here is his fiance, and she does this, and there's the camera guy. But, you know, just telling everybody they roles and shit, you know, getting you invested. Mm-hmm. And he says something. I was telling PJ beforehand, a cat named Eli Roth, that's the guy that, you know, made the Hostel movies. And recently, I want to say like maybe a year or two ago, he came out with a movie called The Green Inferno. And I've never seen it, but I heard a lot about it, and I heard it was basically like an homage or ripoff to this movie because he's a fan of Cannibal Holocaust, which doesn't surprise me because I've seen Hostel. And the reporter, and my ears kind of perked up because he said somehow they're going to the Amazon jungle, or as the natives call it, the Green Inferno. And I was like, oh, did he just steal that shit? Did he just basically rip this fucking movie off? Is the Green Inferno a remake and I didn't know it? And I got to read a little bit more about that movie, but I think that movie's just a fucking remake of this, basically. Man. Would you want to see that movie?
Nope. I'm good.
You want to see a fucking 2016 version of Cannibal Holocaust?
Right, I'm so good.
If anybody has seen the Green Inferno, hit me up on Twitter, 'cause I'm very fucking curious. So, yep, they're interviewing them, the crew starts talking, you find out they're a bunch of, like, goofy motherfuckers, basically. And then the reporter cuts back and it was like, hey, you know, that was the last footage we had of that crew. They've been missing for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. And the movie begins.
Yeah, pretty much you cut right to the jungle and you see cannibals or natives, I don't know. There were names for these tribes, but I remember. So they're out there eating, and they're eating people because you can see like the pieces of meat that they're holding up is like have fingers and shit on it.
Mm-hmm. The bones.
Yeah, the bones. My bad. And some soldiers are watching them, and they look like they're pissed. So I didn't know maybe if they were eating one of their friends or fellow soldiers or something, because they start opening fire on these motherfuckers. And so, of course, the tribesmen are running around and, they're just picking them off basically for a minute. One of the tribesmen, hits a soldier with a dart.
Yeah.
And it hits him, I think it's like in his upper arm, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the other soldier guy has to basically bleed him out. So you cut, or no, you don't cut, but you just show him cutting the guy's arm open and blood just flowing out to get all the venom, I guess, out. So already, we're probably like 3 minutes into this movie, already got blood flying like a motherfucker, or leaking out. So then you cut to the soldiers, I guess, chilling at their little base. And the anthropologist, professor guy comes up and he's looking for the missing crew. And so the soldier gives him a guide and the guy has a friend, I guess, too, or some shit like that.
And I think the native. Yeah, he's like a native to the land.
Yeah, he know what's going down out there. Soldier hands the professor like a lighter or something. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm glad they said what it was. But he hands him a lighter and he says, "We found this or something." And he's like, "Yo, that lighter belonged to the girlfriend of the crew, in that crew that went out there." So they're like, "Okay, they were here." He meets up with the tracker, and the tracker is not happy to be going out there because he know these motherfuckers ain't, they dangerous. And so he's like, "Look, man, I'm already got to go out here and deal with your friends and shit. Just do what I say, follow my instruction. We'll get these motherfuckers and hopefully not die."
Right. He was mad. He's basically telling him we're going into the jungle to die. Like,
pretty much.
Ready to die?
And they actually have one of the natives captured from that shootout they had. So they take him too, and they begin a little trek. When they're going through the water, one guy they got with him gets leeches on his chest.
Yeah.
The native guy keeps like tripping or like something's wrong with him. I think at one point the professor keeps trying to go and help him, and the tracker guys keep telling him like, "Man, no, fuck that, quit helping him. We need to maintain dominance. If you start helping him too much, he might come up behind you and slit your throat or something." Yeah. And then for some reason they start chasing a motherfucking cheetah at one point.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
I guess they was looking for food. They just kept showing this motherfucking cheetah coming up to the camera, and they chase after it. But then your boy, the guy, trips.
Yeah.
And then he trips over a body. I said a body. He trips over a body, and you find out later that that's one of the crew members. I'll just go ahead and say it now. I don't give a fuck because nobody's gonna watch this movie anyway. So yeah, it's one of the guys they're looking for. I don't know if they know it for sure yet, but it's like I think they probably figure it though.
I think he said something about his denture, his
his teeth.
The way it was.
Because that guy was their guide, so he knew him.
Yes.
So he's looking at his teeth and he's like, "Oh, this is such and such. I knew this cat. He knew the jungle like I did. Why the fuck is he out here dead?
What has he done? What did he do?
What did he do? Yeah, he must have pissed somebody off out here. He's like, hey, your people's probably dead, bro. If this guy knew the jungle, he's dead. Shit. They're super fucked.
You're right.
But we'll keep looking anyway.
You're right.
And then sensitive scene number 1.
Oh shit.
They're sitting by the water, and they're just chilling. Guy comes up with a muskrat, right?
Yeah,
it's a muskrat. I kept calling it a meerkat for some reason, but it was a muskrat. And he said something about, "Hey, I got dinner or something." And I mean, like I said,
it's a real killing.
We do not condone this shit at Home Video Hustle. We don't I'm not a big pet person, but I got love for everybody, everything. I ain't gonna go around, stabbing, meerkats fucking muskrats. But in this movie, they show him with the fucking muskrat in his hand, and he puts that fucking knife in his chest.
And he's really, like, you hear his pain when he's screaming.
And he's squirming and shit.
Yeah, like it's real live.
When I was younger, I laughed at it. And I know I'm sorry, but like I told you before, I was fucking, not all there. But now, like I said, I know how much I've changed and how much of a better motherfucker I've become. A more, emotional, empathetic person. Because when that happened, I was just like, I think I turned at one point. I was like, oh, fuck, man, come on. Like, stomach, man. Like, we had just ate too. And I was like, it's terrible, but then I felt good for a second because I'm like, okay, I'm having a reaction to this now. So I've definitely come somewhere. But at the same time, it's like, but fuck, though, man. Like, come on, son.
Yeah.
Like, they got the American Humane Society or whatever. And if you watch the credits, it always says, no animals were harmed during the making of this film. That shit wasn't in these credits. And I guess because I think this is like an Italian movie. So I guess maybe back there, over there, they just didn't give a fuck. They could do whatever the hell they wanted.
And they gave it to the natives.
And these had to be real natives because they all looked very similar.
Yeah, they did.
It would take a long time to have all these motherfuckers in makeup and haircuts and all that. These are real natives, so I fucking believe that he really ate that shit when they handed it to him.
Yeah, right?
Because the native guy, he's captured and they got a rope around his neck. And they're like, hey, we need to chill him out. So I didn't know at first. PJ told me. At first I thought they was just being an asshole blowing dust in his face. But they actually blow cocaine in his face. Because the guy was sniffing some. And he's like, hey, I got something to chill him out. Plow, hit him with the Tony Montana in his face. And he starts smiling. He's like, yeah. So he's like, all right, he fucking with us now. And then they hand him the, what is it called, PJ? Muskrat. Thank you. I almost said meerkat again. And he starts eating it. And like I said, now reading that IMDb trivia, I'm pretty sure he ate that shit.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but let's move. Okay, move on from that because it's not gonna be the last time we talk about that shit. They're walking around the jungle. I think this is the one where me and PJ really had to look away a few times because I was like, fuck that.
What?
There's a native guy and he's dragging a girl through the mud.
Nah.
Yeah. And the guy tells the professor, like, hey, he's doing some type of, ritual, punishment for adultery. And he picks up a big phallic rock, and not small at all. And he opens up her legs, and he's like holding it to his abdomen like it's his dick. And he's like fucking her with this rock.
Yeah. And
blood is coming out, everywhere.
Yeah.
And me and PJ legit just had to it was like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, man. Yep.
She's screaming, and then they even had a low camera angle to him. I legit thought he had his dick. I thought it was his dick. I thought he just started fucking her because the way he's holding it and the way it was shaped. I thought it was like, I was like, oh, fuck. Right. Like, they're having sex on camera, but then it was like, no, then blood started coming out, and I was like, oh, that's the fucking rock.
Yes.
Then he does that for a minute or so, then he stops. And I don't know exactly what the fuck he did. I think was it that rock still? He like
takes the rock, rolls it in some mud.
Does
some little ritual shit.
He adds like little things to it.
Yeah. Put some like sticks or twigs or something on it. And he goes back over there. Keep in mind, her legs are stretched open the whole time.
Yeah.
They're tied to a post.
Are they tied? I thought they were just held open.
Nah, that's what the ropes on it.
Oh, she did have her.
Yeah, so he takes that rock now covered in mud and sticks, and he shoves the whole thing like just straight up in her. And now
I'm a man, so I have a dick, so I mean I can't relate terribly to it, but at the same time, anything like that though, like I told y'all with the movie last week when the guy got his nuts electrocuted, anything in that region, man, just
yeah, you can feel it. You just feel it.
I couldn't. It was like then the blood and everything. I was just like,
I think that's what made it worse, the blood
and then finally after all that, he just beats her with the rock, and breaks her head open and kills her.
And then sends her off in a boat, like
that's right. Then
fucking Moses down the Nile, like he pushes her.
Yeah, it just floats off into the wherever.
Like oh my gosh.
And while this is going on, the professor is actually trying to run down there and stop it, but the guy is like, "No, you dumbass, you're gonna get us killed. This is what they do. You have to just watch it." Well, he says watch and enjoy it, because he's a weirdo, I guess. But a lot of this shit is just like I said, they're trekking through the jungle and just weird, fucked up shit happens on occasion.
Yeah,
and
literally.
And like I said, the muskrat was one thing, that was another thing, and then next up after that, I guess to get cool with the tribesmen, the younger guy that's with the guide, say that a bunch of times fast, he grabs the native guy that got captured. He goes out to stand out in the middle of the open.
Yeah, open field.
Strips butt ass naked with his dick hanging out.
I understand he wanted to, capture the essence of the tribe people and all that. But a dick in every fucking 5 minute scenes, like, it's kind of OD. Like, but I don't want to see that shit, even if it is in a movie. And the thing that got me was it was the 80s. So, they had a fucking bush with a little ass dick coming from the fucking, like, everyone, all of them, in every fucking scene. You see a dick, you see like this much of a dick, and then nothing but fucking hair.
To be fair, the girls also had a lot of hairy bush
exactly.
It almost kind of helped in a way. Oh God, I don't know why we're talking so much about dicks on now.
Yeah, right.
But it almost helped in a way. Y'all gonna feel this pain with us. The guy, God damn it, it feel weird even saying this shit. A lot of times when the guys' dicks are on camera, the good thing about it, I guess you could say, is that a lot of them were small to the point where if they were real hairy, so it kind of looked like it was censor barred out because you could barely see it with all the hair.
Oh my god!
So at least that happened frequently, but at the same time, of course, I'm turning away from the screen, but for a different reason.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to see that shit.
Exactly.
Got no problems with cats of the other sexual orientation. Believe me, I got gay friends. Believe me, one of my closest friends other than PJ is gay.
Yes.
And that's still my homie. I got mad love for him.
Yes.
I just don't want to see dicks flopping all around, man.
Right.
I know the thing. There's always a thing where the girls or women always say a lot of times, the ladies always get butt naked in movies. They got titties flopping around. They got pussy hanging around. Why don't the dudes ever show some dick? You know what? Watch Cannibal Holocaust then.
Yeah.
You can see it all you fucking want. He's out there butt naked and he's getting their attention by, what the fuck was he doing for real?
He was
they started blowing.
Blowing darts at his feet.
And he didn't really react to it. He just kind of, waved his hands around or something. Then they blew more darts. And then you cut to the professor asking the guy, like, what the fuck is going on here? And he said it's a sign of, friendship or something. Testing the waters, basically seeing if you're, lethal.
Accepted,
acceptance or whatever. He takes a stick and he like doesn't do it hard, but he kind of like, you know, runs it across their darts, like knocks them over.
Like, I'm not here to harm you.
Yeah, basically saying like, look, we cool, bro, we chilling. And I guess they be like, all right, cool, and then they go hang with them at their little tribe area, I guess.
Damn, are we already right here?
Yeah, because they go back to their village, and when they first walk in, all of the women, like a bunch of the women, go up to them and they're like waving them off, like, no, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We don't want you here. But the elder comes up and he's communicating with them in some fashion. I don't know.
He's yelling and grunting at them.
Yeah, flinging his arms around, you know, doing that type of shit. The guy, his name is Miguel. The young guy that had his dick out, his name is Miguel. And I guess as a show of good faith, he pulls out his switchblade or his knife or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts popping. Yeah, okay, because he starts popping the blade back and forth. He pops it out. He goes like, ooh, look. Pops it back in. Clicks it back out. Ooh, look. And he does that a couple times.
It's like fire, you know? Like, they've never seen it, so it's...
Yeah, because every time it clicks out, they all go, ooh, and they jump back. So he gives it to the elder guy, and he's like, showing him how to use it. Like, here, you push this button, click it, push it back down, click it, you know, all that. So then the elder does it, and when he clicks it, the whole entire tribe just goes, ooh. And then they start smiling now. So they cool now.
Welcome to the village.
Sort of uneasy alliance, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the professor keeps talking about how, you know, they don't fully trust them, but they cool enough with them to let them chill.
Yeah.
And rather disgusting scene here. They get invited to, you know, hang out with them for a while. They show... I guess it's coconut water, milk. I don't know, something like that. It's like real white, chalky looking shit. It looks like milk, but it's coming out of coconuts.
Yeah.
The women are drinking it and then spitting it back out into said coconut.
Yeah.
And I think it goes through two good women either, because one woman does it, she drinks it, spits it back out, or just lets it run back out her mouth more. She don't spit it, she just lets it run back out, flow back out. And another woman does it, and then they hand it to the guy and the homeboy, the professor. Guy says something like, hey, you know, when in Rome, motherfucker do what they do. Tips it back and drinks that shit. And yeah, another uneasy feeling in my stomach, because here's a slight story for you. When I was in my younger days, I was a slight little germaphobe type cat. I did some shit that lightweight didn't make sense. My mom would be like, you know, drinking her little cup of pop from Wendy's or something. And she'd be like, hey, you want a drink? I'd be like, yeah. But I didn't want to put my mouth on the same straw that her mouth was on. So, like an asshole, I would take the straw and flip it and put her fucking mouth part into the drink, which didn't help the cause at all. But my germs weren't on... her germs weren't on my mouth. You know, it was in the drink. I didn't think that far ahead. I was single digit age here, folks. So, but to this day, like, a lot of that shit is still like, I almost said something. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to take it that far. No, it's just nasty shit. But I'll just say... I'm not as bad no more because things happen, but it just brought back childhood memories. You know? Okay, I'll tell you this story. I don't know if I ever told PJ this. Back in high school, there was this one chick that the whole school was in love with, man. This little, you know, she little cute light-skinned chick. I ain't gonna lie, she was cute.
Who?
I don't know her name no more. Her name was like Shaniqua or something.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about. Okay.
Shaniqua.
Oh, you were there. I think you might even know you might have been next to me when this happened. So you might remember. Maybe it was Jeff. I'm not sure. She had a sister, brown skinned sister. Didn't get a lot of attention. Everybody was all on the light skinned girl.
She was still cute.
Oh, she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her. I tried to holler at her. And I would always carry, this is my Pepsi phase real hard too. I always had a bottle of pop with me. That's why my fucking, you know, gut is the way it is. I'm trying to work on that, folks. Yes, PJ knows what I'm about to say.
I was there, yep.
It was you.
Yep.
She said, hey, you know, can I get a sip of Pepsi? And I said, yeah. And I had been lightweight flirting with her before this. And she unscrewed the top. She took a sip and she like licked the rim of the bottle.
Yes.
And she like smiled at me and was like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that. And of course, I was like, nah, it's all good, girl. I took me a sip and I licked the rim of it too. And then she just kind of gave me the smile, like, ooh, like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I ain't fucking around, girl. Yeah, baby. You don't know who you fucking with out here. I likes that freak shit. And before I go any further, I'm just gonna stop there, you know.
Shit.
Yeah. Fuck, PJ, help me.
Where we at?
Oh, you're not helping. Tree.
Yes.
Smoke tree. Yeah.
Yes.
Not smoking trees, but
He did that too.
yeah, he did it. Oh yeah, he was smoking weed, wasn't he?
My man.
He said, yeah, want to get high and dry? Because it was raining, see? they come across a different group. I think this is the tree group that they talk about, the bad one, the crazy ones. And I didn't know what the fuck was happening at first. PJ had to actually explain it to me. They making a fire and they're like building a big ass thing of smoke.
Yes.
And I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they just building smoke up? And then a body just comes flying out the tree. And I'm like, oh, they smoked somebody out the tree. And they come to find out it was some woman. And do you remember why they did it?
No.
I think they said the guy said something, I think, but I don't remember. But basically, I guess the girl must have been hiding in the trees and they smoked her out. And she just like fell like a fucking sack of potatoes.
Right, she did something. I forgot.
It's probably something. A lot of women get fucked up in this movie. I didn't realize that till just now.
Yeah, right.
They really fuck up women.
They are
in this
equal
movie.
Opportunists.
God. No, I don't know, because women predominantly get fucked up. It's like that tribe shit though, where he's like, oh, the man is, do whatever he want and all that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that don't go down nowadays. A lot of women nowadays will kick your motherfucking ass. You try some shit with them.
You said what?
What the fuck you say? High heel into your nutsack. Woo! And I know how that shit feel. Believe me, it's happened to me once.
No, not me. Fuck that shit.
Oh, just imagine. Okay, imagine you're on a bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
And you going full speed,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a fucking pothole, and I mean a fucking pothole, one that'll fuck your car tires up. Imagine you on the bike going full speed, you like kneel forward with your nuts firmly on the seat, and you hit that motherfucking pothole. The pain that you would feel like your nuts that went into your stomach. That's how that shit feel.
Oh shit!
You wanna know how that happened to me, y'all?
How did that
Y'all wanna know
happen?
how Brent got kicked in his nuts with a high heel stiletto? Insult to injury shit. It was some of those stupid hood ass ones that like they were like stiletto heels, but they had like the design where they look like tennis shoes. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
I got hit with one of them. I got hit with a hood stiletto.
The solid type. Yep.
Lightweight, probably my fault, but I mean, I can't be mad at it. Was talking to a girl. I want to say this is like ninth grade. No, ninth grade. I was still crazy acting. Maybe 10th, because 10th is when I really blossomed into the guy I am now. The guy that's licking Pepsi rims from other girls. And I was talking to multiple girls at once. Already was all bad. Girlie found out about it. And approached me about it. Me thinking I can talk my way out of anything. I start trying to smooth talk. She says, "Fuck you, nigga." Kicks me in my ball.
Damn.
I don't go down. I can probably say I didn't go down. Fuck that. But tears though. Tears. Legit tears. Not in front of her. Held that shit in. Got out. Then I went to the bathroom. And man, I didn't like sob, but the tear flowed. I thought I was gonna die. And I won't get super into it, but I've had issues with that area before because of hernias and shit. And I think, this is before I even had my hernia fixed, PJ. And when I had a hernia for a fucking year because doctors kept telling me wasn't nothing wrong. Even though I kept telling them it felt like I had a third. Now stop. I'm saying too much. But just imagine hernia pain on top of all that.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't go fetal, PJ. I didn't go fetal. I'm proud of myself.
That matters, right? Oh my god.
It taught me a valuable lesson.
What was that?
Don't get caught. Nah. We got to laugh. We're talking about fucking Cannibal Holocaust, man. And we're still on the first page.
Right.
So let's get this shit popping.
Mm-hmm.
They smoked the girl out the tree and all that. And then they come across the crazy tribesmen. They're out there like, again, like we said, just fucking up women for no reason. They're out there raping women and, and abusing the fuck out of them, hitting them with rocks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this time the professor and the guy, they do, help them out. They open fire on them and run them motherfuckers off. This time they don't sit around and just watch it this time.
Yeah.
I guess they must have been bad tribesmen. Now maybe that was looked upon badly by their tribe, even because the tribe invites the guide and the professor to witness the execution, I guess, of those people. I think is what happened.
Yes.
So 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 even the tribesmen were like, "Yo, that was some bullshit."
Mm-hmm.
So they watched the people get fucked up, and then they give them a wristwatch as a sign of like an uneasy type alliance. And keep in mind, these are the tree people we're talking about. So these are the supposed crazy ones, and they just got cool with them. And you'll find out later on that the other team did not get cool with these motherfuckers. So then the professor talks about how he wants to, get into the spirit of things. So he strips naked and goes, I guess, skinny dipping. So again, you got motherfuckers running around with their dicks hanging out. But thankfully, he's in the water majority of the time, so we ain't have to look at the shit. But then random as fuck, a bunch of women come, like maybe like 5, 6 women come, and they like basically just frolic in the water with him.
Yeah.
IMDb trivia said that those women came from a brothel, so I guess they didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. It said that on IMDb.
That's why they were pulling at his shit. Okay.
Yeah, they were like rubbing on his balls and everything, tugging on his dick and shit. It's crazy. So eventually they run off, and the professor, you know, he gets out the water, puts on some pants. I guess he's gonna go try and get some pussy, and he chases them around, but then they stop and they get on the ground and they start tearing up, crying, and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong?" And they see like this big thing hanging off a tree. I don't know what you would call it. It's like a mural kind of thing that the tribe's been made of a bunch of dead bodies. They're like skeletons, skulls, rib cages, and everything, just like in this big bundle. Mm-hmm. And then coming to find out, guess who it is?
Guess who?
It's the film crew that he's looking for, because he sees that they had the camera and
the film
reels and everything.
Binoculars.
So, yeah, like all they shit is right there with the body parts. So they're all dead as fuck. The professor wants the camera film tins off of him, but of course he's like, yo, I'm not gonna fuck with this shit. I'm gonna go holler at them first, because you know, if you take that shit off of there and it's like some, you know, important mural, they gonna be dead too.
Sacred shit, right?
Yeah. So he goes back to the tree people's lair. He shoots his gun in there a couple times. There's no reaction. He pulls out a tape recorder, and I guess he must have recorded like some tribal speak or something.
Yep.
Because when he plays that, they start coming out, and they grab hold of the microphone. I said the microphone. They grab hold of the recorder, and they start, you know, dancing around with it. And then they drop a body out of the tree, a dead body. Yeah. And the guy says, "Oh, now you done it." And he's like, "What did I do?" He's like, "You just got us invited to dinner."
Yep.
Oops. So you get the camera footage, but you got to eat these motherfuckers' guts. So the elder guy, he comes up and he's like, here's some guts. Eat them.
Right, take this shit.
Yeah, and so he reluctantly takes a bite. He sits there with it in his mouth, and I'm just thinking, man, just don't breathe. Don't think about it. Just swallow that shit, because if not, you gonna get the fuck eating your damn self.
I don't know if I can do that.
Man, believe me, you ain't got no fucking choice.
I mean, I would throw up. Like, I would try it, of course, but I would probably throw the fuck up as soon as I...
But look, if I just saw a bunch of motherfuckers' body parts bundled up with skeletons and shit, I got to do it, bro.
Right,
I ain't about to die. I got to go. He survives this ordeal, so that tells you something.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
So after he eats the guts, then you cut back to him in America, and he's on like a talk show, and he's telling everybody about, you know, his trip and all the footage they found and how, you know, the people are dead. And he's saying that he plans on taking the footage, making an actual documentary out of it, and releasing it to the public. He's going to call it, I think, The Green Inferno, right? Mm-hmm. So he takes it to, I guess they'd be like TV execs or film people maybe, and he tells them about it, and they're like, okay, cool. And they show him the camera crew's previous works. It's called Last Road to Hell, and it's just basically a fucking big snuff documentary, showing, as we found out and said earlier in the show, real fucking executions happening here. And then you find out that the camera crew may have been slightly shady on top of all this, because the guy's like, yeah, some of these people were paid to do this shit. So they were basically paying the soldiers to kill people just so they could have footage for their film. So, okay, you're like, okay, now you're not so sure about these people no more. They start watching the footage, and of course it's all happy at first. You know, they're talking to the camera. They're walking around naked. You know, the guy's girlfriend comes out the bathroom butt-ass naked.
Yeah, literally.
Bush out, guy with his dick out again. And they're just being goofy as fuck, I guess, having fun. Basically, a lot of this is going to be cutting back and forth to the footage and them watching the footage. So they're in there. Yeah, they're watching the footage again. And for a second time now, you start to see that this crew maybe is kind of nuts, because there's a guy sitting there and he's grabbing butterflies, and he has like a little board, and he's tacking the butterflies down while they're still alive onto the board. So I guess that can count as like another animal kill, and I didn't think about that one. So now the tally may have gone up a number.
Yep, another 2. I think there was 2 butterflies.
Oh, okay, well, I'll just say 1 though, just because it's butterfly. I mean, just different animals. I mean, well, okay, you can count 2 though, because it's technically another one. So, okay, so that means, I'll just say in the advance, that means this body count for animals is 7 in this movie.
God damn. Is that including the spider?
All that. Right into it for sure. This time, they're trying to find food. Oh, they're in the water, yeah. They're in the water, and they get this big-ass turtle. And no, I'm not joking. Like I said, we ain't with this shit. It's crazy, man. It's hard. This shit right here was the hardest scene to watch, because it just kept fucking going. But they grabbed the turtle, and they got it on its back. They're dragging it out the water, and they chop its head off, like legit, really fucking chopped its head off. and his whole body just twitched. You can see it twitch.
Yes.
And then when I saw that, it's just like again, that feeling in your stomach. It's not like you got throw up, but it's just kind of like you just like
sunken. Yeah.
And then I'll spare you the vivid details because, like I said, this shit goes into extreme detail. They chopped this fucking turtle for like 5 minutes.
Literally.
I never knew, and I never really wanted to even know what the fuck the inside of a turtle looked like once you take the shell off, but they show it very fucking graphically.
Yeah. They're attached to him.
I did learn shit now, I guess, about turtle biology. I didn't really want to see that shit.
Right. It was, that was kind of gruesome, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's the one part in this movie I was like, okay, if we had, like, we try to have a rule where we don't fast forward or shit, like we watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
But I would have actually fast forwarded that part. That was fucking crazy. And it went way further than I remembered it going. I thought it was just the head chop. I didn't even remember them like dismantling the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But off of that shit, because I don't want to talk about no more. Oh, and then the girl did vomit during that, so at least she felt something.
Yeah, right.
The other guys are laughing.
She probably really threw up too.
She
that was probably real.
It looked real.
Ugh.
So yeah, and the guys, like I said, are just joking around, thinking it's funny, and then they start eating it, and it looks fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it does.
I wouldn't have ate it, but I guess if you out there, you gotta do what you do and eat whatever. But fuck that.
Shit.
Yeah, like I said, but fuck that at the same time.
No.
Right after that, they're in the jungle walking around. It's a big ass tarantula on the girl's shoulder.
Yeah.
And they use a machete, knock it off, but then they can't just stop there. They show them chop it into basically 3 halves.
Mm-hmm.
So yet another animal has fucking died on camera. Maybe people won't care so much about the spider, maybe.
Right? Because it's a spider.
Because people, you normally hate spiders, but at the same time, we still got to count it because they really did fucking kill it on camera. But then, back at it again. I did count this one. The guy gets bit by a snake. And then, of course, what do? They chop the fucking snake up for real.
Yes.
And then, I guess it bit him in his foot, right?
In his
toe.
Foot. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they start trying to they jam it. They start cutting into his big toe, like they showed him.
Immediately. Yeah. Trying to get it.
But then I guess they figure that's not working.
Because he's saying it's his leg. He's like, my leg is in pain. So it's already...
So then they basically chop off his leg under the knee.
Yeah.
And he's screaming, of course, in pain. And they get they burn up the machete, try to cauterize the wound. Yeah, man. And you just see meat and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
But guess what? The shit don't work. And he's dead now.
Right.
So now, as they say in the movie, they're out here with no guide, a compass, and only their, intuition or whatever to guide them. They come into a village area in the jungle, and they stop because they see a bunch of natives, running around, and they got a monkey. They killed a fucking monkey for real. They chop it. They basically just cut it like the forehead.
Yes.
They cut bottom or like right above your eyebrows. They cut that off. And then they start drinking the blood. But while they're out there drinking the monkey blood, one of the guys shoots one of the natives in the leg with the shotty.
So he can track them.
Yeah. And again, this is not a third thing where you kind of say, okay, these motherfuckers are kind of doing way too much out here. They not right in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Because after they shoot the one guy, I think they chase after him, don't they? Or follow him back to their village.
Yeah, they follow him back.
Before they show that, they kind of cut back to the professor. Now he's starting to be like, oh, okay, these motherfuckers wasn't really right. Like they're out there just killing people now. So they bum rushed the tribe that the professor went to in his travel when they gave him the knife and everything. They're there and they basically just bum rushed their spot super hard. They're putting cameras in the elder's face, and he's like confused, like what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little kid playing with a pig. They shoot the pig, and it's a real pig. So they shot a real fucking pig again.
Man. And he really squealed. His squeal sounded like he was fucking dying.
Yeah, and I forgot about the pig. So that actually means it's not even 7. It's fucking 8. And they're just fucking terrorizing these people for no reason.
It's like imagine. I'm sorry to liken it to this. But imagine if you could. Back when slaves were first brought over to Africa.
Oh, man.
It's kind of like that, They came, they raided the village, everything.
Just fucking with
it's all there. Yeah, they burned down. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. This ain't even bad. Yeah, it gets worse. They're terrorizing everybody, running up in everybody's face, and laughing at them, killing their animals, basically killing their fucking food because, of course, they were going to eat the damn pig.
Right.
And the professor even says that at one point. They run and basically get all the natives to get inside their little huts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commons, though. It's a hut.
They run them into their little straw huts.
Yes.
And then the main guy, Alan is his name, the director, he says, basically, we're going to make it seem like the tree people came in and burned them alive. It'll be, good for the documentary. So these crazy motherfuckers get all of them to run into their huts, and they light the motherfuckers on fire. Right. So now there is no doubt that these motherfuckers are out their damn mind.
Yeah, fucking bastards.
Yeah, believe me, when we were watching this movie and we talked about it, like as we watched it, you know it's gonna end up bad because you saw their body part with the professor. You know, you saw their skulls and shit, and you kind of feel bad because you're like, oh, they gonna go out there and get fucked up. But after this happens, when they start burning these motherfucking native people alive in their fucking huts, kids and everything, and women, all the sympathy that you and I had for them and anybody else watching this movie had is fucking gone. Yeah. Now,
you want it to happen.
Now all you want to see is how badly they get fucked up. You're rooting for the tribesmen now.
Right.
I give the movie that. It had me into it enough to where when they did this shit, when they started burning people alive, I got legit like, we and PJ were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right?
I was into that. I was like, whoa. Like, I started feeling bad for the people. I'm like, how they gonna just run the motherfuckers in there and start burning them alive for they fucking bullshit documentary? And then to add more insult to this shit.
Yep.
They showed that, now the fire is just smoldering and the people, there are dead people. Like, they show like tribesmen are dead. Like, they really burned some motherfuckers alive. They're not all dead. Some of them escaped or they're just sitting around, scared probably. And what do these motherfuckers do? The director and his girlfriend start fucking on a burned down house.
Literally.
Come on, son.
Literally.
No sympathy for these people no more. They are literally fucking on top of their house and dead bodies, man.
Right.
And this is the scene. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with IMDb. I said I'll save it till we get to this point. We got real animal deaths in this movie. We got probably real cocaine story in this movie. Just a bunch of real shit. A bunch of real shit happening. And I told PJ during the movie, I bet you they really fucking right now.
They were really fucking.
I bet you they're really fucking. And I looked it up on IMDb, and I'm going to pull it back up again, because I'm going to read what it says.
Shit.
Carl Gabriel York, whoever the fuck that was, said that while rehearsing the sex scene with the, the woman in this movie, she said that they should actually go out in the middle of the jungle and actually do it, quote unquote. But the actor declined, saying he had a girlfriend back in New York. But in 2009, the actress stated that the sex scenes were not simulated. They were real, and that they were lovers off screen during filming. And so, with that, I will say that did neither of them no favors saying that shit, because I wrote in my notes, and I'll take a picture of it if y'all don't believe me. I wrote in my notes, real sex, / no stroke game.
Right.
At all.
Right.
If this was real sex. Now look, man, look.
Okay.
I may not be the, Casanova in the bedroom. I might not be the greatest, but I can do my motherfucking thing out there.
Right.
And I know for a fact, I kind of tend to believe the guy that it wasn't real. And maybe the fact that it didn't look real was because he had a girlfriend back home. Maybe he felt awkward about it. Maybe.
Right.
Because this motherfucker was doing nothing.
No,
you
pump.
suck.
Yeah, he was basically laying on top of her and just kind of
just moving around, squirming,
just
like doing like a worm, just squirming around on top of her.
Like a worm, yes.
Almost like ooh, that's kind of graphic. Fuck it, almost like when you're with a girl and she ain't quite like opened yet, and you gotta try and kind of smooth it around a little bit to get it open and get it fully in there. Like maybe that was happening, but I tend to believe that either it wasn't real and she's full of shit, or this motherfucker was just garbage.
He's weak. I think he just has no stroke.
Hey, the stroke game is terrible.
Yeah.
Feel bad for you, dog. Come on, man.
Right.
But at this point now, they're viewing the movie back in New York or wherever, and the professor's starting to have second thoughts about this shit. He's like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't, put this shit out to the public. Maybe we should just like shelve this footage. But the TV execs are loving it. They're like, people love this type of shit. People love reality. They love, visceral shit. They're gonna eat this up. Yeah. Okay, and then you cut back to the crew again. They're watching the footage, and they come across like a dead, not dead, but almost dead, like decaying woman on the side of like a creek. And I guess they say that when somebody gets like sick or they're dying, they basically go away to be off on their own. Yeah, and then they just die alone until, like they said, the alligators come and eat them, I guess. And they stumble across I guess a pregnancy ceremony, like a birth. Like, yeah, they got it's a group of girls, and was it all girls? I think it was all women. It was all women, right? Okay. So they got the pregnant chick with her arms tied up on a pole, and she's giving birth to a baby. No medical technology here, so they basically just got their hand in the thing.
Right, tell her push.
Grabbing that head, pulling it out. But then, of course, while all this is going on, these assholes run over there with their camera, and, the people are, like, shocked. The native people are like, what the fuck? Like, get out of here, Then they're just basically harassing them now, proving more that these people are assholes. But then things take a big turn that I did not expect. After she gives birth to the kid, the woman takes it and she like puts it in like a hole in the ground and like covers it with dirt. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the pregnant woman that's tied up on the pole, they beat her in the head with rocks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
They said this is what happens to what? To somebody. She did something, basically.
And after all this happens, the crew go back into the jungle and they sitting there laughing about the shit. And they're just like, oh man, this is great. We're going to be famous off of this.
Mm-hmm.
And now at this point, the professor is just like, nah, fuck this. I don't want nothing to do with it no more. Now I'm done. But of course, the executives are like, look, we gonna make money off of this. We need to put this out there, bro. Quit being a bitch, man. Come on. And he like, oh, really? I'm being a bitch. Watch the end of this footage. Watch the last part. Because he said even the fucking editors barely could watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how bad this last part is. And they're like, yeah, right. So they actually go into like a private like screening room, like a private little theater.
Yes.
And it's been a woman this whole time that's been the main exec talking about it. But then 2 other people come with them. And they sit to watch the final reels of the movie. So now the crew is just looking for the tree people now. And they actually capture one. And it's a woman. And they take her out of the jungle. And then we already know these people are assholes now.
Yes.
But then this is just like the ultimate proof now. I think they kick it up a notch like a motherfucker. Because now they take her out by the water. And they fucking rape the girl. Like, what the fuck, man? These people are out their goddamn mind. The girlfriend even tries to stop him at one point, but she's not really trying to stop the raping going on. She's trying to stop him from recording it.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, she's not saying, yo, stop. That's fucked up. She's saying, yo, stop. We are going to run out of film. Do you want to make a porno or a documentary? Right. So you see, even she is complicit in this bullshit going on because earlier she was getting fucked on top of, burned carcasses and house remains. And now she's basically letting them do, not even trying to stop him. She just want to save film. So if you had any sympathy for her at all,
that's gone.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And then after that bullshit happens, you come across what may be the most iconic scene or visual from this movie. And that's the shot I talked about earlier of the girl impaled on the pole that the director almost got in trouble for. But then, of course, the director guy, he's like, oh, this is great. We gotta get this in the movie. So he takes a second and then he starts faking, like acting, like, oh my, no, this is terrible. I can't believe they would do something like this. And he's just faking like a motherfucker just for the camera. He gives no fuck about this shit. But then they get surrounded by the tree people. They finally, catch up with them.
Caught up to them.
All the shit they've been doing is finally starting to catch up with them now. They're surrounded in the jungle. And they start opening fire on the tree people. And the one guy, he's being a dumbass. He's standing out in the open with like a shotgun or something. They start throwing spears. And the director and whoever's holding the camera, they barely, miss getting hit with one. Yeah. But then that guy up on the ledge or whatever gets hit with one in his chest. Mm-hmm. And so, of course,
he's dead.
I don't know if he's dead yet, but they basically leave him. But they, of course, keep filming what's going on. They go hide in the jungle, but they keep filming. And they show them grab the impaled guy's body. And they start basically hacking him up. Mm-hmm. They chop him into fucking pieces. Oh, but first they cut his dick off. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
First thing they do is cut his dick off.
Good shit.
Yeah, like I said, these people deserve it. We have no sympathy for them anymore. And eventually he just pieces. Basically, his head comes off, arms come off, legs come off, and then his torso they just like rip apart like a zombie movie. So that guy is really fucking dead. So now the rest of the crew, Alan, I think it's just Alan and his girlfriend, right? And it's just them 2 left.
Yep.
Girlie's holding the camera and Alan's firing off flares like, here, maybe this will scare him away. Pow, pow. And then they're running off. And then I guess Alan is limping at this point, so he must have got attacked. Like there's a sharp cut and then it cuts back and he's limping. Mm-hmm. And he falls to the ground. His face is into the camera. He's like, my leg is hurt. Basically something like that. Like they're getting nervous now. Another sharp cut. Now you see that the girlfriend is captured, and I'm guessing it's Alan behind the camera. So he's not helping his girlfriend.
Nah, he's recording this.
He's recording it. He's still worried about making this documentary. So he basically records his girlfriend getting, and I wrote, raped, captured, stripped, raped, beaten, and decapitated.
There you go.
I won't go into graphic detail about all that. Just know that all those things happen in that order.
Yes they did.
And so, and then he records the whole entire thing. When they get done with her, they turn toward him and they run at him. Mm-hmm. And he's injured and shit. And there's a ton of them, so he gets captured too. And the last shot of the documentary footage is the camera falling onto the ground, and then his head falling in front of it. And you see them beating and or hacking him with those like sharp rock sticks. Yeah. And so they're all fucking dead. And that's the end of the documentary. And of course, the professor, he's kind of got a smug little smile on his face. Like, yeah, now what are y'all going to say?
Yeah.
One guy gets up and doesn't even say a word. He just gets up and walks the fuck out. Like, I'm done. Nope. The woman kind of looks at the professor with a like, oh, you was right type face on. And she looks like she's about to throw up, so she leaves. Mm-hmm. Then the third guy just walks over to the phone, and it just says, like, burn this fucking footage.
Right.
No other thing is just burn the footage, hang the phone up. And the professor smiles and walks out. And as he walks out, the last line of the movie, he says, I wonder who the real cannibals are.
There you go.
And that's Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh. Thoughts on this movie? I didn't remember much from the movie, but I do remember how it made me feel.
Let's say he made me talk a lot during this one.
Yeah. I didn't. It was this kind of like a Star Wars. Like, you know, I didn't remember much. I remembered the scenes as he said them, but other than that, it didn't stick with me.
It didn't sell. I say it didn't sink in.
Yeah,
probably a good thing.
Yeah, right. Like it was just too much
sensory overload.
Yes, and you know that's very, like you said, that's saying something, because you know I feel like even me before, like give me 4 years ago, I would find this shit funny and humorous.
That's what I'm saying. I did it too when I was younger.
This is like
we had a saying in high school. We used to say it all the time, and I still say it to this day. And it always makes it makes each other laugh when we say it.
Yes.
And you always say, "You can't phase me. I've already been phased."
Yes.
And me and PJ, that was like one of our quotes we used to always say, because people always be like, how can you look at this? How can you laugh at this? How can you say this? How can you joke about this? Can't phase me. I've been phased by life.
Phased,
you know,
right?
already been phased. And we got fucking phased this week.
Yes. I think that's well put. I mean, I'll give it the thumbs up.
Really?
Yeah. He brought his, whoever the fuck this guy is, he definitely brought his what do they say? Bring my something to life on the screen. He brought his thoughts to life on the screen in a very, very, very vivid way. Kudos to you. But man, I'm gonna have to give this shit like a 4. If it just didn't strike my fancy. Like it's
definitely, like I said, I'm pretty sure you'll never watch it again.
Yeah,
it's definitely one of them one and done.
Yeah.
You can say you saw that shit now, I guess, if that means something to you.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah.
Now, if somebody ever say, oh man, I seen this movie, it was crazy. Like, motherfucker, I've seen a Cannibal Holocaust, bro.
Come back when you see that, then we can discuss.
Motherfuckers talk about like Hostel and Saw and shit. Like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
I saw Cannibal Holocaust, bro.
Yeah, like Saw I can deal with. Like all of those I can.
Saw don't have real shit dying.
Yeah, I think that's like
Saw is the perfect example to what I was talking about before, where I can watch Saw movies and see people get fucked up in hilarious ways.
Yeah, it does not
and
bother
it
me.
Don't phase me at all. This shit got me, man.
You know, I guess it just left a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like it didn't leave me. It's not
fun. There you go. It's not a fun experience.
There you go.
It's not like it's not gather the children around and watch this shit on Christmas. You know, It's not that movie.
Shit, this ain't even Halloween. This is some like I'm about to kill myself. Let me just watch this last movie.
This is like emotionally stunted shit.
Yeah.
Like me in my younger days when I liked the movie. That's what I'm saying. I can tell you exactly. So 4 out of 10. Huh?
4 out of 10 with a sad heart.
I'm torn, honestly.
Oh shit.
It got a reaction out of me, so that says a lot. I can't say it's fucking 0 out of 10 because I apparently got into it to the point where I actually felt ways about it.
Yes.
I'm not watching it a third time. 2 was it for me. I've watched it now at a better stage of my life, and now I know that I should not have watched it twice. And I wonder now about my younger mental self when I know that I liked this bullshit at one point. Wow, and not only liked it, I fucking loved it at one point.
How, Sway? How?
And I ain't knocking nobody. If you like this movie, hey, more power to you, man. Watch it, do you have fun?
Yeah,
all that.
Right?
I just like...
Your sense of humor is just somewhere where mine doesn't reach anymore,
well, that's the thing, is because Saw is humorous to me. I laugh at Saw. I laugh at Final Destination.
Oh, Final Destination.
I don't laugh at real shit getting fucked up, though. I'm not that crazy. It becomes a point where it's like not a warped sense of humor. Now you just have a warped mind, bro. Like, I'm bullshitting around. My score, though, I had to think about it. Because, like I said, they got a reaction out of me. I'll never see it again. The director accomplished what he wanted to do. He saw a real fucking cannibal film, and he wanted to make a cannibal movie. He made it.
He did it.
He got his fucking job done. It got a reaction out of me. And I mean, like I said, people thought this shit was real at one point. So it was really fucking made the way it was supposed to be. 5.
Oh, okay.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Okay.
I'm 100% certain ain't nobody gonna seek this shit out. Brendan, what were they thinking podcast? Don't watch this fucking movie. Pet lovers, don't watch this movie.
You might cry, Like, it's really disturbing.
Yeah. I mean, if you really love pets and shit, you won't get through this movie. Don't even fucking turn it on.
Yeah,
it's free on YouTube, but still don't watch it. Like I said,
muskrat, like
that and the turtle.
Yeah.
That
like,
and the fucking turtle, man.
To see their last bit of life, like, literally captured for a fucking movie. That's heartless. That's cold.
It's some bullshit, man. It's crazy. So you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it no more.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something though. You can follow us on Twitter, man.
Yeah.
HVH Podcast. Capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase I cast. I ain't got no energy to even do this shit now. I don't like that shit killed me. Follow us on Twitter, man. I already said that. See, look, follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/HVH Podcast.
Yeah.
Follow us on YouTube, Home Video Hustle. New video every Wednesday. That's when you find out what movie we doing on Friday. We have an Instagram now. I wish I could be more. I wish I could be more excited. I gotta get something to excite me and get me in a better mood to get me to talk about this shit. Cause now I feel like I'm about to die. So give me this brief moment here, folks. Because I need some pep. I need something to pep me back up. Yeah. This will work. This always works. There we go. Oh, I'm already feeling better.
Yeah, right.
Get that movie out the mind. Yeah, everybody get in the groove. Just forget everything we just talked about. Hey. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious. Already.
Okay.
Just let it get in your system.
Right. Sink into your bones.
Let it make you forget all the unpleasantness we talked about, man. And remember that PJ picked this movie.
Yes. Yes, I did.
All right. I got one more though.
Okay.
I need more. It ain't ready yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I need more.
Okay.
Oh man, I was telling them on Twitter, man.
Okay.
I was playing this shit yesterday.
Woo.
Oh, it's Friday when y'all hear this, but it was Monday when I was dancing to it. I was getting hype in the kitchen, washing my dishes, bruh. Just had the boxers, the beater, and the socks getting hype.
Memory.
Yeah. Dun. I forgot. A jam on it. Oh man. Oh. It's the smile has come back.
Yes,
It's come back, man.
We got some life.
I needed that, man. I needed it.
Woo!
So yes, now that I got a little bit of energy back, let's fucking do this again.
All right.
You can follow us on Twitter at HVH Podcast, capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase I cast. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/HVH Podcast. We have an Instagram now. It is Home Video Hustle Podcast. Go to the search box, type in Home Video Hustle, show us some love. Me and PJ don't take a whole lot of pictures, but guess what? We'll do something so y'all gotta have something to look at on there.
Right.
Show announcements, pics of us,
right.
Pics of movies, pics of whatever, video clips, all that shit, son. Please follow the Instagram.
Do it.
Like he said. Do that shit.
Do it. Do that shit. Do that shit.
Do it.
Do that shit. Do that shit.
Do it.
No, really, do it though.
Yeah, for real though. New episodes every Friday. If you're new, if you already know that, I love you for it because I mean you've been listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the show on Podbean. And if you comment on the show on Podbean, I can see that shit right now, like instantly, and I can reply back to it, and we can have that whole convo going. You know I love talking all the time. And but you can also get us on iTunes, Castbox, Podcast Addict,
What else?
and the Google Play Music Store.
Oh shit.
And probably a bunch of other podcasts or podcatcher apps that I don't even know about. I did a poem last week. I said I would do another one this week, but this movie, I can't do it with this movie. We got to talk about a more happier movie.
Yeah.
Jasmine High Expectations, I apologize. I know you wanted me to do another one. She actually gave me props. She was the first person to give me props on it. I love you. Appreciate you for that. But I can't do it with this movie. I don't even know if she probably even still listening at this point. I hope you are, but if you are, I'm going to say I can't do it this week. Shout outs.
Yes.
Clifford L. Johnson.
Okay.
Cliff Does It All. Twitter. Part of the Wrestling Nerd Alliance. Gave us a bomb-ass review.
Thanks, Cliff.
On Twitter.
And guys, I actually use Instagram. So, you might just get a little bit of action out of me.
Oh yeah, follow PJ on Instagram. That's right. He
Yeah.
actually has. He doesn't have. Well, he has a Twitter, but he don't use it. But he does use Instagram.
Yes, yes I do.
PJ actually does like taking pictures. Now that I think about it, and that is Pauly PAULY _614 _PEE. Pauly 614P.
There you go.
Might even get some music on there.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Yeah, he just played a new song for me. He got in the car. I don't know if he gonna let me put it on the show or
yeah,
not.
You can put it on. You can put it on.
Oh, guess what? The usual end theme won't be here this week then.
Oh, shit.
Guess what it's gonna be? What's the name of the song, P?
V4.
V4?
Yeah.
V?
V4 Vendetta.
Oh, V4.
V4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's V4.
Well, V4 will be this week's ending tune.
Okay.
Fuck, I had a promo or two to put on here. I don't know if I need to ask them if they want to be put on this episode, Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, right.
I might just say, give us till next week, because next week we ain't doing no shit like this again.
Yeah, so sorry, guys. Like, I feel like this might have been the driest, most NPR radio fucking podcast we've done.
I mean, you know, we got some shit thrown in there. You know, we got the story in there like we usually do.
Yeah.
We ain't get you singing in this time. We ain't feel the songs didn't come to the head this week.
They couldn't.
I don't know if I can sing about cannibals, man.
You're right.
There's a group called Define Young Cannibals. I like their song. It drives me crazy. Oh. You know that song?
No.
You don't know that song?
Can't say I do.
Well, you know it.
Typical
You
fashion.
fucking know it.
Do I?
You fucking know it. 1989, homie.
I don't know who it... Oh.
Exactly.
Who is this?
Fine Young Cannibals.
I never knew their name. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's video and everything.
I did not know that.
That's my, I don't give a fuck nobody. That's my shit.
I swear I thought this was a woman. For real.
Nope. What y'all know about that? Y'all like that song? I don't care. I like that song.
I like that.
See? Pino. I love 80s pop music though. It's a soft spot for me. I love all that shit.
This looks like...
Yeah, I played this in the hood before. So what? What y'all gonna do about it? Nothing.
No.
She drives me crazy. You didn't look at me all crazy. And I can't help myself.
I should have known it was a man. I guess this how he comes in is kind of soft.
Yeah, you got that ow voice on it.
Yeah. Like Prince, but worse.
Oh, you said worse. You don't fuck with Prince?
Yeah, that's what I said. He's worse than Prince, but he's worse.
Okay, Prince or Michael Jackson. Here we go.
Oh shit. Man, I'm a Mike guy.
I am too. I feel you. Prince is cool. I always like Mike better too.
Yeah, Mike is just he's that performer, man. He touches you.
Not the song I thought he was gonna go for.
Looking out across the oh shit.
Oh man, don't you? Oh fuck.
And I say why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why?
Oh man, you gonna do the whole riffs and everything.
Yeah, that's my yeah.
You know my Mike song I fucks with though. It might be my favorite one.
Oh.
Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a freak that I swooped off the corner. So the kid is not my son.
Bitch, you better go on somewhere with that shit.
Where'd that come from?
He was telling niggas this way before Maury was even around.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, the original Maury show.
Right. No, bitch, you're not my lover.
Damn, P.
Sorry. Damn.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah, we okay. Good mood is restored here. I almost already forgot about Cannibal Holocaust, so that's a good thing.
Right.
I want to know, on some real shit, have y'all actually seen it? Who has seen this fucking movie?
Oh, yeah. Good
Hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. wherever. If you got my phone number, hey, you can hit me up there too.
There you
hey.
go.
Let me know, because I want to know. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was about to say, why is
Don't
this
do it. Why does that song keep coming up?
recurring-
It's like our theme song, damn it.
Right? I wanna know.
Damn it.
So you get. That's all I got. That's
Okay,
all I
I'm about
got.
to say, man, we keep doing. We gotta find another Joe song.
What is another Joe song?
Baby, I wanna do all the things your man won't do.
Nope.
I'll do them for you. You don't know that song? God damn
Nope.
it, PJ. Yes, you do.
Nope.
Fuck that. Yeah, you do. Man, that was one of. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that was one of the fucking things.
Is this like classic Joe? Is this
Yes.
Joe?
You know how many people are mad at you right now because you don't know that
yeah,
fucking
I know,
song?
right? I might have to hear it. I just don't.
I bet money on the table right now. The second it starts, it don't even have to go to the words. The moment the beat comes in, he's gonna be like, "Oh," or something like that. How much y'all want to bet? Place your bets.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Here we go, P.
Okay.
Unless it's an advertisement.
How Google
Fucking advertisement.
runs on Android.
I don't care. Come on. Okay,
That's it?
here you go, P. Watch.
Oh,
Exactly. You know that song. Everybody does.
yeah.
You say you need someone
You say you need someone.
Fuck copyright today.
to love you all night.
Ain't nobody gonna promote a Cannibal Holocaust episode anyway.
Damn. Yeah.
Man, that's one of my favorite R&B
What's the name of
songs
this
too.
shit?
All the things your man won't do.
Cause I'm ready.
Yeah. Man, you know how many times I done tried to smooth a girl with this song, man? Oh my god.
All the things your man won't
Tell me what kind of man treat this woman so cold.
What kind of man?
Treat you like you're nothing when you're worth more than gold. You're like a diamond. Look, oh fuck, I sing the wrong part. Damn, I fucked up. Oh well. Alright, but
There you
yeah,
go.
that's that song. I just
Yes.
bumped the fuck out of the microphone just now.
Damn. I see. Yep.
There you go. I got too hyped.
We're back.
Got too hyped.
Oh, we live, baby.
But yeah, if y'all still listening though, okay, for on some real shit, we got an announcement to make.
Uh-huh.
If you are going to be in the Cincinnati area this weekend, History of Bad Ideas podcast has invited us to come chill with them at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be there Saturday. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Me and P going to be there Saturday.
Yes.
So if you want to come holler at us, come find the History of Bad Ideas booth, or just come find us. You know what we look like is we do YouTube videos every Wednesday.
There you go.
We're going to have on Home Video Hustle shirts. I'm going to give you a business card if you approach me. I got a ton of them. You going to get one.
Gone.
Even if you listen to the show already, I'm going to give you one.
All right.
Keep it as a souvenir. Because one day, when we get big out here, and we got all the fly honeys all up on us, we got the fancy cars, we got all the shit that the rappers want to have, that's going to be worth some money, pimp.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't know. I never cared. I don't know. I'm not a rapper. You a rapper.
Yeah.
Is that your goal to get like lavish like that one day? Like how they are in the music videos?
Nah, my goal is to fucking have enough money that my family's okay. And then I'm fucking good.
Some adult shit.
Yeah, basically. Like, I could give a fuck about the... I do want to... I'm not going to say I don't want a nice car.
Yeah.
Like, it's always nice, but I'm more concerned about, you know, like, my family in a house.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I feel you, because I used to always say, like, I've never really cared about, all the, fly shit. Y'all heard in the I'm About to review how I feel about that type of shit.
Yes.
And I just was like, man, look, I get me a nice crib. It ain't got to be no big ass mansion. Give me a nice ass crib. Pay that shit off. Give me a nice little whip. Give me like a brand new Impala or something. It ain't got to be no motherfucking Maserati or nothing. Fuck them. Get me my Impala. Bam, got that. I'm chilling. I'm low key. Leave me alone. I'm gonna be that dude that you see barely out in the open. I'm Bill Gates out here, son.
All right.
Nah, yeah, we got off topic like. But still, yeah. Cincinnati Comic Expo, bro.
Yes.
We'll be there Saturday all day probably. Cause we're gonna leave here early and get there. It ain't that far away from where we at now. So come over to the History of Bad Ideas booth. 365 Flicks to be there too. Shout out to y'all.
Yes.
We gonna all be hanging out. And we probably gonna get drunk eventually. So if you wanna see me and PJ drunk,
There you go.
there you go. And we gonna record an episode while we're there too, probably. And if we drunk, there you go.
There you go.
It'll be a lot more fun than this fucking episode. I can assure you that. Because I have an idea of 2 movies.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna take 2 movies. And I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, Twitter. I'm gonna put up a poll. And I'm gonna see which movie y'all want us to talk about. Drunk, probably. 2 fun ones. So no matter what, it's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be better than this.
There you go.
This might be a good episode, but it's not a great movie to talk about.
There you go.
Blame PJ. Nah. But yeah, so Cincinnati Comic Expo, Saturday. Be there, be square. Hey, but before we go, we got to do a little something here, PJ.
Oh, shit.
We got some props from a couple different ladies.
Okay.
They like our voices.
Mm-hmm.
Last week you asked them, if you talk like that, would they love you forever? A couple people said they're going to love you forever, PJ.
Oh, shit.
So, we're going to soothe you out of this horrible, horrible movie with the smooth sounds of the home video hustlers. So, ladies, if you're out there, we love you.
We love you.
Who?
You, baby.
Hey. You know those R&B songs we were singing?
They were for
You.
For who?
For you, baby. Hey. Y'all ain't know we could get smooth on them out here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Grenade. Just got home from work. Let me take that coat.
Ooh.
Guess what I did for you?
You run that bath water?
I got that bath running, girl.
Oh, shit.
I got that Bath and Body Works bath salt balm in there, too, for you, girl. Get that skin nice and smooth. Go on and dry it off. I got the towel for you.
Then I got the baby oil.
Hey. What's that on the bed? Oh, you see the rose petal game, huh?
Ooh.
Hey. What's that? Oh, that's Joe in the background.
Ooh.
I told you before, girl, I ain't eat no dinner. I'm kind of hungry right now.
And your tauntaun is looking right.
Always. Clean, smelling good. I'm ready. Open wide, baby. Hey.
Oh, you said you usually don't do this.
We gonna change that today, baby.
Ooh.
So go on and get relaxed.
Yes.
And let daddy do his thing. Hey. Take this audio sample right here. Put it in your editing program. Chop this section out. Let it help you go to sleep at night.
If you catch the drift.
We'll be here for you when you need us. Anytime.
Anytime.
All day.
All day.
Every day.
Every day.
However long you want us.
Literally.
Long, strong, and down to get the friction on.
He said no poems today.
I got something better for you here, girl. Hustle, baby.
Hustle. Motherfucking.
Hustle. Now let's go do this tussle.
Ooh. I'ma show you my main muscle.
Hey. All right, man. With that,
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm Brent.
And I'm PJ.
Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend. Go out there and have fun. Get relaxed. Do your thing. It's been a long work week. We'll see you again next Friday. But we'll also see you on Wednesday if you check that video out.
Damn right.
Now stay tuned because, like I said before, we ain't got the usual outro. This is all PJ here. So check it out. And be sure to let us know what you think about his track. Peace out, y'all.
Hustle, motherfucker.
Box in a real life frame, like I've been shot out the frame, I done been enslaved. I got crops for the brain, but they shades too great. I got the pain for the chambers of our Wu-Tang. I wake the neighbors like what you say. Got hidden gifts from the Lord, I pray. My breath don't take, my eyes stay wake. I change the pace, re-educate till they all here. I fear no man when I sit still and talk to my God, my job, my Allah. We give the end sometimes where everybody be talking. Hallelujah. Wanna split about the truth, the flow gets stupid. Wanna split up into both the flow need pulpits. As I said my 99, my soul been foolish. Bet I reached the 95, who could use this? I got some uses, got some vices. Still I know I'm chosen, the goal is priceless. So I'm getting blowed in the coldest nights where the city got no pity for the fish that's biting. Grind, young man, take your time. Niggas heard us only on some shine bullshit. Say grind, young man, take your time. Ain't that nigga Yoda say do not try. Say let me get what, nigga, nah. Helping when they penny flip, they give two shits. Saying sitting with a purpose on my. Nobody said the walk wasn't hard. Hey, say grind, young man, take your time. Grind, young man, make your mind. Ain't that nigga Yoda say do not try. Say let me get what, nigga, no. Helping when the penny flip, they give